We're heading off the peak now. We're basically walking along a ridge, along this super exposed ridge. It's beautiful though. It's time to say goodbye to my old shoes. I thought I'd show you something interesting. I generally, before when I ran a lot, I was a slight overpronator, so I'd always kind of step in this way. And the inside of my shoes would be more worn. But if you look at it now, the outside's really worn, but the inside is not. And I'm wondering if that's why my talar bunion, my little toe area, hurts more. I'm putting a lot more pressure on the outside than the inside. It's pretty interesting. It used to not wear like this, so I wonder if my feet have changed, muscles have strengthened, and I'm more natural now, so I should probably just, I don't know, adjust for that. But I think for the rest of this trip, I'm just going to keep with the insoles I have. And then maybe during day hikes, I'll figure it out later. But it's quite interesting that this side's all worn out. But these shoes are going to go holding it this close to my head. They stink. I gotta get rid of them. Good morning, it's day 167. We just got dropped off at the parking lot at the base of Mt Moosilauke, or Moosilauke. Moosilauke. I looked it up, and I guess both ways is acceptable, but most locals say Moosilauke, because in the 1800s it used to be called Moosilauke or something like that.
Yeah, or pronounce it like the German, Moosilauke.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But we're gonna get going. We have, what was it, 8 mile day? 9 mile day.
9 mile day. According to the motel in Lincoln, it's gonna take us 9 hours, which puts us at 1 mile per hour.
Yeah, 1 mile an hour. But we only have like just day snacks. We don't have much stuff, but we have all our gear.
Yeah, except one of us is carrying maybe for dinners.
Oh yeah, she's carrying, oh yeah, you're carrying my pad thai. You snuck that away. I forgot all about it. She's carrying one of my dinners. Okay, but we're gonna get going. I actually have to pee before we get going.
Oh, great addition to the video.
I really enjoy keeping YouTube up to date on my peeing.
Oh boy.
I'm talking about pee. But all right, we're gonna get going here. In case you didn't know, here's the elevation profile right in front of me. Mt Moosilauke is over 4,000 feet. We start at the trailhead, which is, well, that parking lot was over about 1,000 feet. And some parts are extremely steep. Fortunately, there is water 2,000 feet higher than where we are, or about 1,500, I guess, I don't know. But it's nice when you don't have to carry water up all that, because there's some already up there. But then once we get it, we can go up further and come down. So up is extremely steep, but oddly enough, the down on the north side is much steeper. So that's gonna take us a long time. Be an interesting day, And this is our introduction to the Whites National Forest. We just entered the Whites National Forest, and we'll be in it for quite a while here. Lots of fun to be had coming up. This is an interesting bridge. I think I could get over the logs, or should I have just climbed down? It may take longer to climb over these logs than it would have just to go down. Yeah, well, it wasn't too bad. We just passed two guys. It looks like a hammock and tent. The same people that camped next to us at a previous stream, but I believe this is their food hang. Another picture perfect example of a perfect bear hang, about 6 inches away from the side of the tree. Perfect. We're about a mile into the hike now, and we only have about 3.8 miles to the summit. 3.8 miles, easy, right? Should get that done in 2 hours, less than 2 hours. But I think my breakfast is wearing out, so I'm gonna start on my gummies to fuel me for the next 3.8 miles of lots of up. Actually, the first mile is gonna be pretty moderate compared to the rest. Right along here, I came along the right side because that just looked like the least slippery, and then ow, head right into that. Part of me wanted to film Tina to see if she would do the same thing, but I couldn't let her hit her head.
Oh, there's is a steep one.
Pretty interesting pine needles, huh? It's got the green, a little bit of orange, and the white tips. I've never seen these before. It's quite unique. Right now we have probably 1.3 miles to go, but we know that the steeper part's still coming. And this part's pretty steep. I don't know how much longer it's gonna keep going. But hey, there's a white blaze up there on the rock. And believe it or not, there's actually a white blaze on this tree. I think it's a white blaze. Just kind of covered up by all their trees. As we head up higher and higher, the moss on these rocks are just amazing. They're so vibrantly green, thick and lush. It's amazing to just hold on to the sides of the rocks like this. All the people going through every day, and yet they still survive and thrive. And the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. And we don't have too much further, right? No, I don't know where the peak is, but we still got a long while to go. Wow, look at this view behind me. I just thought I'd turn and look to see how far up we went. And it just opens up. Just, we are so high up. Amazing. This almost gives a man hope. Seems like we're almost at the top, but there's no way I think we're at the top. I have to keep my hopes tamped down. This is weird. It's like this flat, soft surface. It's just for a couple of feet, but that was a new one. Oh, we got some more. Huh. Still have plenty more up to go, but it's not as steep as it was just behind me. So, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the moss. It's just like the sides are just covered in moss. Who knew it was so covered in moss like this? Like mystical. I love this moss. Like star moss or something. It's beautiful. It's just green, green, green. There was a bunch of rain yesterday afternoon, so the plants are just soaking it up and super green right now. Doesn't look like we're at the top, like a treed-in summit, but we're not. We still have how many feet more?
I think 400.
400 feet more, and it's over 0.9 miles, so
easy.
It's actually, yeah, not bad. And in fact, it wasn't as steep as I thought it was going to be. And I thought, I don't know, we've done way steeper parts before.
Yeah, but I think the hard part is not the climb up.
Yeah, it's going down. But the climb part, I mean, it just goes on longer than the other steep parts we've done. So, and the climb down is supposed to be steeper, but I have a feeling it's going to be just as steep as other things that we've done. It's just a lot longer. Now, I think there's small sections that are just as steep. This is for a lot longer is all.
It's much steeper.
No, I think it's about the same. And Tina was up here because of this. 1800.1. I guess they put the 0.1 up here just because there was nothing on the way up where they could have put something. So 1800.1, pretty good.
400 and a little bit less more.
Less than 400 to go.
Sad.
We have a beautiful mountain trail we get to walk through with moss and tiny little pine saplings everywhere. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. From the trail here, we get our first glimpse of Moosilauke Mountain, and it's clear. Let's hope it stays that way for the next 20 minutes. Look at the rocks up there. Are those, what are those? Rocks? Trees? You can see one person way up there. Wow, and you can see the trail coming down. Oh yeah, there's a group coming down. Tina says she saw like 20, 30 people up there. We had the balds down south, but those weren't really above tree line. This is truly like alpine tree line here. Different types of plants just popped up suddenly. Yeah. Look at the views. Look at the views. We got a little bit more to go. We're trying to push hard, I think, to beat any possible clouds coming in when we get to the top. There's a lot of clouds around us. Wide open, beautiful clouds, What a wonderful day. Look at that. Here are Tina, our first above tree line mountain. 4,802 feet. We took a break on this side of the summit as the wind is coming from the other side, and it's actually very apparent in the time lapse because the wind is just going right to the direction we're looking. But the summit is just right up there, not too far from us. 4,800 feet. Now we're gonna head down 3,000 feet to the parking lot, and it should be a fun time. And I see little drops of rain. It's good that we're taking off. We're heading off the peak now. We're basically walking along a ridge, along this super exposed ridge. It's beautiful though. Got views on every side. Front, left, right, even back. It's pretty wild. And everyone keeps telling us it's really steep. But oh well. What you gonna do? Wow, it's getting cold out. Oh, the sun's out. That'll warm us up a little bit. This is actually the first time the sun's been out since we got up here. Ooh, it's warm. Really nice.
So many flowers.
So many flowers, and you can see all the cairns from far away. It's just exciting because it's the first time we've been in an Alpine zone and at all on the AT. And we're gonna get many more. This is both our first time in an Alpine zone on the East Coast. And it's funny how in the West and East, you get up there and there's just always tons of these tiny little flowers. I don't think they're the same, maybe they are. But there's always just tons of little ones. Nothing big, whole bunch of little ones. I guess they need to be small because there aren't too many nutrients up here because nothing really rots up here. It all just kind of blows in. So can't stay here forever, so we're gonna have to go back down into the trees on Beaver Brook Trail, AT North, and we're heading there now. It's a pretty short section that we've been above tree line here, and we're gonna go right down right away. Okay, not much filming going down because we want to get through this safely and get to our motel. It's almost as if someone planted all these flowers in this tree right in the middle of the trail here. And there's an option to go left or right, although right is pretty tight. And go around. Super pretty, right? New flowers here. I'm hearing all this noise. Oh, it's probably just Tina. I thought it was something else. I think there's a moose going through some plastic bags up ahead. Oh yeah, just a pocket rocket.
Sorry. Just a girlfriend. Too bad.
Just a girlfriend.
Boring.
Boring. Quite a few times you just look and go, huh, that's a trail, huh? Just kind of makes you wonder what's above or what's past there. So far it hasn't been too bad, but I guess this part is kind of risky because, well, not risky, but like everything's wet. It's just like hiking after rain, I guess, except because of the water, a lot of the rocks are constantly wet. Big thing I found is even if the rocks are dry, if your feet have mud on the bottom, it can still be slippery on dry rocks, so you have to be careful. But overall, not super bad. But we still have a while to go, and I haven't seen the ladders yet. I've seen it all day today, but before today, I have never seen so many scratches and rocks from the trekking poles. Like all through the Sierra, which is all granite, you see some, very few, but here, just tons of them. And there's some rocks that are much worse than these. And it's surprising how many there are. And I shouldn't walk backwards down this mountain. But yeah, it's been a huge surprise. I mean, check out this rock. quite amazing. They've hit a section with boards where the whole section is really steep. People are warning us that some of these boards are loose and stuff, but you kind of see when they're loose, and none of these look that loose. There's a lady in front of us and she just breezed right through. I'm gonna definitely put the GoPro away before I step on these, but so far it looks okay. I offered, by the way, to go first, but PowerDirector said no, she'll go first. There's that wonderful waterfall. It just winds up in the pool there and it just disappears. Like just a trickle down there. Just absorbs, and it's dry here. Just like that, it's gone. Crazy. I wonder if this is the same one. It just seems to pop out somewhere back there. But it's flowing really well, but it's not the entire waterfall. But I have to say, this right here, if I wasn't going to town, it would be an amazing spot just to float. Just float there. Let the cold water go over your body. Oh, that'd be so nice when it's hot. We're here at Mount Liberty Inn now. Made it to the parking lot where they picked us up. It's a $12 shuttle from there to Mount Liberty Inn to Kinsman's Notch, and it's pretty nice, not bad. And then tomorrow morning or the day after, weather dependent, we'll go out there again. But Tina's out doing some shopping right now because there's nothing to eat around here. No cafes or grocery stores. So she's taking a shuttle with the people that work here, and then basically just going in to get groceries for tonight, tomorrow morning, and then snacks for a day hike. The plan for right now is we're going to check the weather. If the weather tomorrow looks good, we'll do a slack pack. And yep, for the first time I'm going to do a real slack pack. I'm just going to leave everything heavy behind and take just the essentials in my backpack and go do Kinsman. I guess it's called the Kinsman. 17 miles. Quite a bit of elevation change again, more down than up than yesterday or today. And then we'll get picked up and then brought back. We're going to stay here 3 nights because we are definitely going to zero. And likely we'll zero tomorrow, depending on the weather again. Or the next day. We'll see. But other than that, that's it. Tina's out there getting the food. So when she gets back, she's going to shower. We're going to have a salad first this time because we keep forgetting to eat the salad. And then we'll have whatever microwave meals we have. And then tomorrow morning, we'll also eat another microwave breakfast. And then hike. Or the next day. We don't know yet. So we shall see. So if I don't get back to you, I'm just going to call it at the end of the day, actually. We're not going to do much. Going to just relax, actually. It was a short day. It was only like 9 miles, but our feet took a beating just going up and down. And we did much better going up as well as down than we thought. There's so much scaremongering. Mt Moosilauke is not that bad. Going up from the south is actually easy. It's like 3,000 feet, but not too bad. Going down, I don't know what people are talking about. I was not scared at all one bit, and I didn't slip at all in the usual bits, but it's no problem, folks. Just take it easy. Watch where you put your feet. Make sure it's kind of level or has grippy surface so your feet don't slide, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good night.